Have you ever been like super lost and confused about like what you should be doing in your life and things like that? And then like out of the blue, you like the universe or like God start like giving you answers and you just like, okay, wow. And then to the point that you don't even have a question anymore. You don't have a question like, okay, why is this happening to me? You just start thinking like, okay, this is happening for me for like a better purpose, like a better cause and things like that. So anyways, it's so funny because like 2 weeks ago I was asking God for like direction, which is so crazy, just like direction. And then like a week later I started like looking at like places in like out of state. I'm not going to say what state because I don't know what state I want to move to, but it's like a warm state. So I started looking at like apartments in like warm states and things like that, and thinking about like career choices and things like that. Then it's so funny because fast forward, I end up like yesterday, I end up like getting into, I don't know when I'll post this or if I will post this, or it's just like a little like private video diary. So yeah, anyways, yesterday I end up getting into like a car accident. Like my door on the driver's side is like didn't end. And I'm like, okay, is this a sign? You're probably like, girl, it was a car accident. You almost died. How could that be a sign? But yeah, I started looking at it as a sign. I wasn't even mad or upset or saying like, oh my God, why me? Why did this happen? I was just like, no, that's fine. I was supposed to be getting like a new car soon anyway. Soon meaning in August. Right now it's May. So I'm just like, okay, this thing happened. And then the next day, which is like, it was my work day. The next day, it's my work day. I woke up and I wasn't like feeling too good. So I ended up going to like urgent care. And I know you're probably like, okay, shouldn't you have like went to the doctor, this and that? But let's rewind it a little bit back. Like I said, I ended up getting into a car accident. We ended up not calling the police or like not going to, what is it, calling the ambulance, or do the police call the ambulance? Anyway, we end up doing neither of those things. So I ended up waking up the next morning a little bit like sore, and I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go to urgent care, see what's wrong with me. Obviously they won't know all the answers. So yeah, I end up doing that, and I'm just like, okay. They give me like a day off of work, and I was like, okay, I was thinking, okay, should I go to work or should I not go to work? So I ended up going to work. I was like 4 hours late, which is fine. I had time to cover the 4 hours. I get to work. It's a smooth day. Like I say, I'm a little bit sore, but it was like, I didn't take medicine for it either because I'm not a believer in medicine, not for myself. My body is its own natural healer. So I'm over here, I'm just like muscling through it. That's what it's called. I'm just over there working, not really paying any mind to it. Just listen to my podcast inside my ear, which I probably shouldn't have been doing that. But yeah, I'm just over there minding my business and things like that. And it's so funny because a guy come over to me. It's like this guy, he, you know, like those guys at work that hit on you. And you just like, oh no, and you be nice and you shoot them down and things like that. So yeah, he's one of those guys. I just like politely say, oh no, not interested, this and that. Mind you, this guy has been like trying to get my number for like a few months now, and each time I'll tell him I'm like, I'm not interested basically, but I'll say it nicely. So anyway, he comes over to me like a few times that day, and the next time he come over to me, he's up there like, you look like you're having like a good day. You look super happy today. He's like, usually you be looking mean or like mad. And I guess that I don't talk at work, so I'm guessing that's probably why why he assumed that like I'm mad or I'm having like a bad day. I just don't have like conversation with like the employees or things like that. It's like if somebody speak to me, I speak back, but I'm not going outside of my way to have our conversation, if that makes sense. So yeah, like I said, he go to me and he's like, oh yeah, you look happy today. And I'm just like, oh yeah, I'm having a good day. And he's like, that's so good. Like he's like, oh, that's good. Like I can see it. That's enough. So he said that, he goes on about his day. He comes back again and he come to me. He's like, he's like, he goes back to me. He basically goes back to the conversation of me having a day and me looking happy. He's like, you know, usually females be mad and y'all always having bad days. I was like, that's not nice. He ain't gonna say what's not nice. I was like, I was like referring to woman as female. He like, well, what is he like? Well, what is y'all? I'm repeating verbatim to how he is, like how he's speaking to me. So I know how is y'all is not a proper sentence, but who cares? So yeah, he's like, how is y'all? He's like, well, what is y'all? I'm like, a lady. I'm like, you should say like a lady or like a woman because it sounds nicer. He's like a lady or a woman, but ain't that a female? I was like, yes, but it's not polite. Like a lot of women don't like being referred to as a female, especially when you put it in a sentence like y'all females are always mad or y'all females are always having a bad day. And I'm just like, okay, all right. And I was like, and I jokingly touched him. I was like, you know, like when you're jokingly touching somebody and it's like, because they say something funny or something like that. And mind you, I'm quiet. I stay to myself. And I'm like, the situation, I can't say that it made me uncomfortable, but it didn't make me feel good. So I'm like, I'm trying to like end the conversation. So I'm like, I'm laughing and smiling. I'm like, no, say woman. Like I touched him like that. So then he's like, okay, I'm going to go and ask so-and-so who he's going to go and ask like about the situation. Like it's a rude to refer to women as females, y'all females and things like that. So he's going to go ask so-and-so. I said like rude. So I'm like, okay. And mind you, before he walked off, we were smiling and we were joking. Like it was not that serious happening. At least inside my head, it wasn't serious. So yeah, we're going to get to it because I feel like to him, that was serious. So he's like, he go over there to the person, I guess. And I don't know how he told the story or things like that. All I know is like an hour later, I'm getting called into HR's office for supposedly hitting someone. I was just like, I'm thinking inside my head, who did I hit? And HR is over there like, do you know why you're here? I'm like, no. And then they were like, okay, well, did someone call you out of your name and you weren't happy about it? I'm like, no. Then they're like, did someone do this to you and it made you feel away? I'm like, no. And I'm thinking inside my head because I'm just like, nothing happened today. Nothing significant stood out to me because like I said, I go to work, I stay to myself. And even the guy wasn't popping up in my head because that was so insignificant to me. So I'm just like, okay, no. Then he's like, okay, did someone call you a female and you hit them? I was like, I never hit anyone. And I'm like, and he referred to me as a female, but that didn't upset me. So they're like, oh yeah, well, he said this and he said this and that. So anyway, we go through the whole process and things like that. And it's like, okay, wow, if I would have known that I made a person feel a type of way, I would like to have known that to like apologize, because you know how like you don't want to make anybody feel like bad or something like that. I'm just that type of person. I don't like I wouldn't want somebody making me feel bad. So it's like I wouldn't want anyone else to feel bad. And so yeah, we go through this and that, and then turns out, okay, then we go through like a list of questions. It's like, oh, did he ever flirt with you? Did he ever? And I'm just like, yes, like he flirted with me before, like not before, like a few times. Like this boy, he's persistent. I'm telling you, nonstop. I'm telling you, he probably blow through stop signs. He probably even blow through red lights. He probably who was in that accident with me. I'm joking. But yeah, so I'm like, oh yeah, he flirted with me before and this and that. And like I said, the guy, he's persistent. But it's like inside of my head, I'm not over here thinking like, oh yeah, he's probably trying to get me fired or things like that. It was just like, okay, you could have told me that you feel like I hit you, or you could have told me that, you know, however you were feeling. So yeah, and it's so funny because it's like they were like, have you ever went to HR for like him being persistent? I'm gonna say for him being persistent. I'm like, yeah. I'm like, no, because for me it's just like being a woman. I feel like let's be realistic. In the workplace, being a woman, you are automatically going to get hit on. So it's like if we all reported someone hitting on us, getting unwanted attention, none of these guys will have a job. It's like we have to be realistic. So it's like it doesn't faze me. I just ignore it. I don't feed into it because I know that's not what I desire inside of my life, if that makes sense. And it's so funny because having that attitude about things, it's like I guess it's not good because had I reported to him, then, you know. Anyway, they say, oh, they're going to do an investigation, and during the investigation, I won't be able to work. So this goes back to this. You're probably like, okay, why this story? But this goes back to me trying to figure out like what I want to do with my life, where I want to live, and things like that. And I'm just like, for me, I feel like the car accident and the whole thing of me having an investigation going on for me is just like more of a sign, because again, I asked God for like a sign of what I should be doing in my life, help me get on the right path, show me the direction I should be going. And I just feel like this is like God. He's like, girl, get your new car, get your new truck, pack it up and leave. He's like, that's just a job. That is a job. Just get out. And it's so funny because my lease is about to be it's just, it's like so much. It's like if you actually ask God for direction and just like help, I guess, it's like he would literally put the answers in your face no matter how hard he has to do it. So yeah, I'm just looking at this all like as a sign and things like that. Whew, ciao. And also, like I said, I'm a little sore from the car accident anyway. And at my job, if you need 7 days or less off, you have to use your own like personal time. So it's like all that personal time I've been working for, it will go straight towards me needing to recover, when I could just be, they told me I would hear something back 7 to 10 days. So whether I have a job or not, it's like, okay, I'm recovering, you know? And I didn't have to use any of my time. So I'm just like, okay, this worked out like super, super perfectly and things like that. And I know that maybe I should be in like I probably shouldn't be in an upbeat mood, but honey, I'm in an upbeat mood because it's just, for me, I feel like it's so much newness in the air. The weather is getting nice. It's like God is here with me, helping me figure things out. And yeah, I just felt good about the whole situation. It's like I'll keep you updated on like what happens next and things like that, but no sweat rolled off my back. Is that the saying? I don't know if that's the saying, girl, but yeah, that's just how I'm feeling. Like I said, this was like a mini story time slash like newness, new paths, and just like asking for direction, and we're trying to find like a sense of direction in this long life. It's so funny because I was thinking, you don't know how like people say life is so short. To me, life is like the longest journey. And I know that some people's lives can be cut short and things like that, but it's like, well, be cut short indefinitely. But yeah, it's just like, if you live like long enough, you realize how long life is, and a sense of like, life can go wrong, life can go right, things can change. It's like, it's just like really crazy. I don't want to get so deep into it or anything like that because people be telling me I always make things so deep. I can't help it. I'm just like a deep person. So yeah, life is long. And sometimes we will enjoy it and sometimes we don't. Life is so long to the point that things will go wrong. It's like you cannot avoid it. It's like you can be poor one day, you can be wealthy one day. It's like you're gonna go through so many different phases in life. And it's like it's inevitable. It's like you just have to do what you can with the situations and just pray for the best. And at anything that you do, just make sure that you always do your best and give your best. Also, I know the angle is kind of weird because, listen, I had something in my head. I wanted to get it off my chest. So I literally just popped you up on my dead flowers because that girl loves dead flowers. So yeah. Anyways, if you like deep videos and you want to hear more story times or more like about my journey and my moving and things like that, just let me know. Maybe I'm always thinking about changing my name on here. Maybe it could be like Sierra Selena Video Diaries or something like that. So yeah, might not have a job. Which, not even mad about it. Also, excuse the lighting. I got like this ring light on like a little bit, but I'm not facing it directly at me. So yeah, and also outside is rainy and gloomy. So yeah, that's why the lightning look like this. Like I said, I just had something inside my head, wanted to get it off my chest. Did not feel like setting up and being like, oh my God, let me just get the best lighting. Let me go and do this. Let me go and do that. No, girl. No, girl. I'm drinking coffee. And it's like because I feel like if I did that, everything I wanted to say, I want to be able to like pour it out, if that makes sense. And plus, I didn't want the video to be like staged and taking notes or anything like that. It's like everything in my head is like it's a freestyle right now. So yeah, let me know if you've been like just trying to figure out your path and you just been seeing subtle signs or like big signs like I just been seeing and things like that. So yeah, anyways, I'm Sierra Selena and I am logging off. Peace. Okay, so I just finished like looking at the video for a little bit. I'm not gonna edit it or anything like that, but I'm just over here like, okay, maybe I should have set up. I gave a reason why I didn't set up, but yeah, I'm like maybe it would have looked better with the light in front of me, how the light is now, and maybe with the camera not so slanted because like I said, I had them propped like up on my flower vase and had it like slanted, and I feel like the whole time you could just see up my nostrils, but good thing my nostrils are clean. So yeah, but you should be up there. So yeah, anyways, I promise like that'll be like my last. Okay, maybe it won't be my last time doing it like that because if I have something else on my mind and I just want to hurry up and pop in, then I'm just gonna hurry up and pop in. So yeah, don't be too critical about like the angles and things like that. Like, be nice. Do not be mean. Don't be mean to me. So yeah, anyways, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And remember, the videos get better from here. Bye.